A hyperbola has the equation 9x squared minus 4y squared equals 36. Find the vertices, foci, asymptotes, and length of the transverse axis, then sketch the graph. Again, I want to focus on the graph. The other things we're only looking at because some of the online problems ask for them to be written out. So to get the graph, we first have to put this in standard form. And to do that, we know we want the constant term to be 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to take both sides of the equation and we're going to divide them by 36. When we do that on the left, 9/36 reduces to 1/4, so we get x squared over 4, minus, and then 4/36 reduces to 1/9, so minus y squared over 9 equals 1. And now we have this in the right form for our hyperbola. Again, because the x squared term is positive, we're going to be looking at a hyperbola that's opening to the left and to the right horizontally. So our vertices are going to be at plus or minus a comma 0. Because a squared is 4, that means that a is 2. So our vertices are going to be right there. Then, to continue with the graph, we need to draw the central box. And so we need to look at b. B squared is 9, which means that b is 3. And so we're going to go up and down 3 units for drawing our central box. Like so. And then we can draw in the asymptotes. And we can see here that the asymptotes have a slope of 3/2 and -3/2. So if we want, we can actually write that information already. The asymptotes are at y equals plus or minus 3/2 x. The vertices are at plus or minus 2, 0. Let's finish the graph for now, and then we can get the foci and the length of the transverse axis. So again, for sketching the graph, we start at the vertices, and we draw curves that are tangent to the central box, and then also asymptotically approaching those asymptotes. And the same thing on the other side, up and then down. And so this is the graph of 9x squared minus 4y squared equals 36. Now for the foci, remember that those come from C. And to get C, we have to take a squared plus b squared. So in this case, that's 4 plus 9, which is 13. So c squared is 13, which means c is the square root of 13. And so the foci are at plus or minus root 13, 0. If we want to plot those points, we can use a calculator to see that the square root of 13 is about 3.6. So the foci are going to be to the right, about 3.6 from the origin, and then also to the left, about 3.6. So those are the foci, and then we also needed to know the length of the transverse axis, which is the line segment that connects the two vertices. In this case, that has length 4, so that length is 4, and these are our answers. And that is our graph, and we are good to go.